So hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about how you could simulate gravity in an environment such as Scratch, which is the environment that I am using here. You could basically use any programming language here. I'm just using Scratch because I find it easy to work with, and I find it actually funny to play around with the stuff that is available on this thing. So as you can see, for now we have no gravity. So as you can see, the x and the y component of the acceleration vector is equal to 0. And here we have the velocity in terms of its components. Here we have a coefficient which basically tells how much the velocity is conserved after it collides with the wall. If I reduce this, you will see that the velocity slowly gets to 0. So basically this is the magnitude of the velocity vector. So let's just wait for a collision. Yeah, as you can see, there's a decrease in the velocity. And we could also add some acceleration to this. And as you can see, we have an acceleration, a positive y acceleration. We could also use a negative y acceleration. And we could also add basically a x acceleration at the same time. And here we have an arrow telling us where the acceleration is pointing to. We could, yeah, as you can see, this is what's happening. And now I'm going to shortly explain you how this could be done in this environment. So I'm going to pause this. And basically here we have the code that does this whole thing. So what we do is we first initialize the position of the ball and the velocity of the ball. And then we enter a cycle where we are first basically trying to detect if there's a collision with the wall. These 4 if statements are basically the collisions with the wall. And basically what we do is, for example, this is for the collision with the right wall. So if the position of x is bigger than 240, we could move the ball here to see that, yeah, that's about where a collision happens. And if that condition is true, basically we change the speed to its negative value multiplied by the coefficient divided by 100. So this has to do with the conservation of the velocity. So here we have for the other walls as well, so the code for the other walls. And since we want the ball to move, we have to change the x position by the velocity x variable and the y position by the velocity y variable. And to simulate the acceleration, we just have to change the velocity values by the acceleration values. So this is basically it. So it's quite simple. It's not too complicated. And I think it's pretty much what I have to say in this video. So I hope you liked this video, and if you have any questions or things you want to ask, you could post them in the comments and I will try to answer to those questions. And I hope you have a great day. See ya.